What is an organizational health assessment? In this video, you'll learn what it is and how you can use it. So what are the keys for any team as they're attempting to be more organizationally healthy? How do you assess this inside of a team? And what can you do about it if you identify that there's room for growth, which there always will be, by the way. So I do want to say that I personally have used the Organizational Health Assessment by the Table Group, specifically from Patrick Lencioni and the group of people that he works with. I've used this over and over. It's amazing. The report prints out the exact data from the results. It's obviously anonymous. It tells you exactly where you can improve, what each metric means, and then at the end of it, it gives you actionable steps that you can take to improve. I love this assessment. And if you keep driving this assessment monthly, quarterly, and you improve to where you're all green, I promise you, your team will be high functioning. Period. So let's go back over the behaviors of a team just one more time. Every team must have 5 things. Number 1, they must trust each other. Number 2, they must be able to engage in healthy conflict. Number 3, they must be able to set goals and standards and make decisions together. Number 4, they must be able to hold each other accountable. And number 5, they must be able to perform. So when we analyze this, let me ask you a question, and please analyze this in your own mind, or ask yourself this question. Have you ever worked in a team that wasn't performing because they didn't hold each other accountable, because they weren't on the same page about goals and standards, because they wouldn't get on the same page and have healthy conflict because they didn't trust each other? And then I'll add a 6th one that comes from Jason Schroeder. They don't trust each other because they didn't know each other, right? So a lot of you would probably say, yeah, Jason, I've been in that experience and I know exactly what you're talking about. That means that you have one of the 5, or I would say 6, dysfunctions of a team. Now, it's not very easy to just go say, oh, I'm going to observe this, right? There has to be a way to assess this. And that's where the organizational health assessment comes in. Number 1, do people trust each other? On a fundamental level, this assessment will ask questions about whether or not the team members are willing to be vulnerable and open with their teammates. Number 2, are these folks, because they trust each other, or as an outgrowth of trusting each other, are they willing to say hard things and to lean into some healthy conflict, uncomfortable conversations, disagreement, instead of false harmony? Number 3, because they're able to speak up, can they actually set goals together instead of the, yeah, I guess that's fine, right, whatever, but they're really like, nope, I've talked about it, yes, I'm in, right? And are they willing, which is the hardest thing, to hold each other accountable? And I'll tell you, no team will ever be a team, right? In my emails, I usually do team, comma, enter, and then I start my email. I actually shouldn't call anyone a team in my emails or anywhere else unless they actually engage in healthy conflict and hold each other accountable. You can't be a team if you don't hold each other accountable. It's impossible. It's a mathematical and scientific impossibility that you are a team if you don't hold each other accountable. So these behaviors are important. So let me talk to you about how it works. But first, I do want to show you one other thing and how it works. At the bottom of this video, there's a button that says subscribe. If you hit that button, then these videos as they come out will come directly to you. And all of the effort, all of the time, all of the money we put in this will come directly to you as value add. So please hit that subscribe button. Obviously, like and comment. We love to hear from you. So the assessment, here's how you do it. And I don't need to draw and I don't need to show you graphics because it's literally this simple. You type in tablegroup.com, or you can type in Table Group Organizational Health Assessment or Team Health Assessment. It will bring up an interface and it will ask you how many people are on your team. It will ask you to describe the team, and it will ask you to put their contact information in it. And once you send the team out, each individual person will be able to anonymously take a 20 to 30 minute assessment, a test. And what the software does is it aggregates all of the results and puts it into a report. Now, the report can be sent to whoever you want, but once it's done, this is how wonderful this is. You get results in a debrief, in an analysis. And what this report will show you is it will show you the data, the entries, the scores, broken down by the behaviors, and not just the behaviors, but the micro components of the behaviors, show you where you're scoring low, exactly what the issues are, and what you can do about it. And what I love about it at the end of the assessment is it says, if you have this problem, here's a tool you can use. If you have this problem, here's a tool you can use. And it just keeps going through them so that any manager, any leader, any director, any CEO, any integrator can go use that assessment to actually build a team with practical tools. And that's the exact report that I highly recommend that you go through with your leadership team as you're building that team, so everyone can see together and engage with and interact with the information. Once you're done, you can obviously take steps to make corrective action, build that team, and then revisit it in a month, every 2 months, every quarter, whatever you want. But your team will make progress. The other thing that I would say is that there's a new assessment out called the 6 Types of Working Genius. And this makes sure that, hey, do we have the right people in that team with the right types of working genius to actually engage in those key 5 behaviors? But the bottom line for me is you could be a PM on a project site. You could be a superintendent with foreman. You could be a department lead. You could be a company with a leadership team. Wherever you are, you can practically use this assessment. It's not fluffy. It's not abstract. It's not obtuse. It dives deep into the real issues, so your emotional and your thinking people on your team will connect with it. It gives you concrete results. It's anonymous, so it's safe, and the team can work in a positive direction. Because I'll tell you, you'll never be more effective than your team has the ability to perform. Meaning, if you have a dysfunctional team, you're never going to work past that. You're never going to get better than that. I don't care what your strategy is or how much technology or how cool your equipment is. You'll never get past the ability of your team. And so I'm going to do you a favor. In the description below, I'm going to link you to the organizational health assessment, actually to both of them, and to the books, and get you started on your path to being able to use this within your team. I love it. And there's one thing I know, you'll love it too. I hope you put this in place tomorrow because it's remarkable. On we go.